by name, a lot of people we don't know. So we do turn around. So that's mean a lot to us, especially when we help out the census of 2010. We have about around 50,000 people in Georgia, and I would expect about 100,000 people in without totally. So we can do a lot of things, but we never put together to do something special. So today, I would like really appreciate for your timing, especially in the rainy day. And I also especially I like to appreciate some of the sponsors. One of our co-sponsors is Andy Fang. We had a couple of meetings here, get to know and let know Brad through Louis, to get to go to know the churches. So know about me, now everybody get here. So this is a very lucky place for, right? So you have any meeting, welcome to come over here. And second one, that's a gold sponsor. Civil sponsor were Louis. We know Brad is through Louis because he helped out Bob become a Johns Creek City Council. Himself be run for the Duluth City Council. But then after the City Council result, now he know, okay, he should be put more effort, involve more community, especially Chinese community. Now everybody know him more and more. So hopefully next election, everybody can help him out. Is that right? Yeah. All right. The rest of the sponsor will be one is Jay Lin. Jay are going to run for the November City Council for Johns Creek. So hopefully everybody later on probably let him talk more. And also for the Michael Poe is another sponsor. Everybody know him, right? We still encourage him to run for City Council next time, right? All right. I will be the last one to sponsor. So really appreciate everybody's effort to get here. You can come to the Louis.
Yes, thank you, Mike. Just like Moses leading Israelis out of Egypt. This is a long journey to me personally, and I'm not saying I'm Moses. No, not in many ways, but as a community. Each and every one of you are the leaders of a community in some way, shape, way, and form. Each and every one of you have a small, medium, or large circle of influence, and you did it. And you did for Brad, and you did it for ourselves as well. We show our children and our neighbors, our friends, that collectively, if we all going for the same directions, what thing that we can accomplish. And I can share with you in 2013, last year, the general elections in Johns Creek, registered voter that designation that is Chinese is about 1,200. At the time, only 22 voted out of 1,500 Chinese that can vote. Only 22 voted. And that was very, very disappointed in my heart, because I know we as Chinese Americans, we can do better, right? We immigrant from where we from, the China, the Taiwan, Malaysia, Singapore. It doesn't matter where you are. We speak the same language. We share the same culture, and we share the same heritage. But once we come here for one reason and one reason only: prosperity, right? Better opportunity for all of us, including our children. And this country has the best out of the best in terms of education. That's why we're here. But all that compared to our civil duty. Our civil duty actually trump all of that. Because if you don't have a government that is healthy and that is not as much corrupted as, right, you will have a good civil infrastructure. You will have the good school, and you have a good government that harvests all the things that we like, which is the first reason we're here, beginning with. That's why civil duty, we need to continue to put the emphasis on we need to engage more. So hopefully one day, just like the King's speech, right? He have a dream, I have a dream too. My dream is each and every one of us realize, including our children, realize that how secret is that one vote, that one single vote can change our destiny as a whole, as a community, not just Chinese community, not just Asian community, as a community as a whole, as America, because we're all American anyway, right? Thank you. So thank you here. You come here today to celebrate this election result with Brad, and I really truly thank you in my heart that you come in today. Thank you. So we will let me see. I'll introduce Brad first, and then he will say a few words, and then we will first grab some food, and then when we come back, we're about 10-15 minutes to grab some food, so we can sit down and enjoy the food first. And then after that, we'll question and answer. So that way, Brad can answer each and every one of your questions. All right? Thank you. Brad.
Is that a good spot? Hi, I'm Brad Raffensperger. Thanks for coming here today. I guess it's not even been a month. I guess it was less than a month ago that I was actually elected, and it was a tremendous, blessing. There's so many reasons why I got elected, and obviously one of them was that you got excited about my message, my vision, and you really listened to a lot of the people, your respected business leaders and community leaders. And they are probably the first ones that shared something about why they were supporting Brad, and that was tremendous. That they had the confidence in me, that they believed I was the right person for the job. And then if you followed the election, if you're all from Johns Creek, I appreciate all you've done, and I don't want to take anything away from that. But really, I think what really got me over the top, and that was the pink letter lady, and that was my wife Tricia. Because Tricia wrote a letter, and it was on pink letterhead, and she just talked about, our relationships. We started dating when we were 17 years old. We got married. Yes. Halfway through engineering school, we got married, and we've now been married for 38 years. And so Tricia was able to share from her heart, what she saw in me and why she thought I was the right person for the job. Now, I have to admit that your spouse would be saying wonderful things about you too. They tend to be biased, but out of all the pieces that we put out, she got over 20 phone calls from people just saying, I'm going to vote, for your husband because of what you wrote. In fact, we went to the North Metro Chinese Christian Church today, and this lady came up and she says, in the first round, I voted for your opponent. But after I got, Tricia's letter, I changed my vote. and that was really humbling. And the thing is that you have to know that what Tricia was speaking was from her heart. So it wasn't, that manipulation that you sometimes get in politics. And sometimes also people want to be your friend and then they forget who you are afterwards. So I made some commitments. One of those, it's, it's not really Chinese, related per se, but it is about education. But I know that's very important for your culture, just like it is for our. Any achievement culture values education. And so this coming Tuesday, we're going to have PTA Day down at the Capitol. So your PTA representatives from Chattahoochee High School and Johns Creek High School will be down there, and I'm going to make sure I take time out of my day to have lunch with them and show them around the Capitol, because education is so important to Johns Creek. What makes our district so special, really, is our education system. And if we don't keep our high education standards, then people will find some other place to live. And so that is really important, one of my key campaign promises. I guess going politically, just to let you know, I will be dropping 2 bills this week. That's not money bills, it's actually House bills. But One will be to increase the homestead exemption from $30,000 to $60,000, which is what I ran on. And another one is for seniors over the age of 70 who have been in the house for 10 years to increase it another $30,000. Both of those will require 120 votes to pass, so it's really a tough lift. It'll be a tough, something tough to get through. It's not just our delegation for Fulton County. It really requires 120 votes, but that's a campaign pledge, and I'm going to work hard on seeing that, come through. I don't want to take up too much of our time because I haven't had lunch yet either. And so, but speaking of food, it was just really a treat last week that we got to go down to Chinatown and we got to savor all the different Chinese food delicacies. So there's some really good stuff there, and we had a great time. But also, if you would have noticed, on Saturday, if you were down at Chinatown, there was this lady walking around with a camera taking all sorts of photos, and that was my wife. And she took a picture of someone she didn't recognize, but I thought I knew who it would be. And when I got home, I was out in Athens at an organization meeting for Republican Leadership for Georgia, but your state GOP chairman, John Padgett, was there, along with several, respected community leaders of the Chinese American community. So from the state level, John Padgett, he's the chairman of the Republican Party for the state. He was visiting there last week. Sunday when we were there, B.J. Pack, who is a House representative from the Lilburn, Gwinnett County side of the state, he was there along with myself and one of your council members, Bob Gray. So you have a lot of interest, a lot of people. We realize that the Chinese community is new to America, and I know that Lewis wants to talk about increasing the voting numbers, and I don't want to beat anyone up about that, because think about it this way. If you go to a communist country, they get 100% voting. So here in America, you have freedom, and you get to decide who wants to come out and vote. And so I think it's a little bit where it needs to be a positive message. You should want to vote, because this is a special country. We have opened up our doors. We've, opened up our shores to people to come from all over the world. We actually fled years ago. We fled Austria, 250 years ago, ended up in Germany, and then came over. Tricia's heritage is Ireland and England. Yours obviously is, China, but when you say China, it's actually different parts of a huge nation. And so, but we all came for one thing, and I think we came either for faith, family, or freedom, or all three of those. And that's what's really made this country wonderful, is those three foundational stools, because a stool is only stable when it has three legs. If it has a fourth leg, you have to make sure that that fourth leg is exactly the same, or else it's going to wobble. But when you have three legs to a stool, no matter how it is, it won't rock. And so you can decide which one of those three legs of the stool is the most important to you. Maybe it's your faith, maybe it's your family, or maybe it's your freedom. But it really makes a stable country, makes stable communities, and I think that's what's made America such a stable nation. And so I'm glad that you're here today. I want to celebrate with you. And without that, I see a lot of hungry faces out there. So we'll just want to say thank you. Thank you.
没有讲话，他等一下他发表这个。
那先吃吧，先吃吧。
我们现在大家先过来拿食物好吗？